Are we out of the title race and are our European dreams in tatters? Let's find out and run the intro. Hello, folks. Welcome back to another week then of the Manchester United save. That's so different to before. What? You probably look at me differently now, don't you? Mainly because I'm not in the centre. Hang on. Move. There we go. Hello. So, as you can see, since we last met on that 1-1 draw against Manchester City, we followed it up by getting destroyed by Villa. It was really bad. Like, the XG wasn't that different, but it was really bad. Yeah, again, panic stations here. Then a 1-2 defeat to Liverpool in the Europa League quarter-final first leg. We'll play the second leg of that today before a 2-0 win over Newcastle. Varane and Højlund with the goals. So, that's how the table looks. Tottenham, with Ange at the helm, are 5 points clear of us. Of course, we do have that game in hand, but 5 points is more than a game in hand, and even with Haaland's goal, City, they're not really in the race right now either, and Arsenal, again, the team in between us then, that we are close to. Of course, if we win our game in hand, we'll go to 77, 76, 75, which will be very exciting come the end of the season. So, without any further ado, let's get into this game against Liverpool then, and see if we can best them in our home leg of the Europa League quarter-final. Now, this is definitely big for morale. It's not necessarily overly important for the season, but of course, it's probably our best route back into the Champions League. And if we beat Liverpool here, this feels a little bit like the final. And in theory, all we need to do is win. They've got a very strong side out, though. No Trent, actually, in this lineup. And, a few different options off the bench that they could maybe start that aren't. Players like Thiago, players like Gakpo. But, yeah, let's see then. Darwin Núñez, can we stop him? In the first leg, we missed a penalty. So, tell you what, we were in the Champions League. I didn't enjoy it. I won't make you do the whole thing. I want to, but I won't do it. It is nice, though. There's something about it. I'm excited for the new engine next year to see if this feels so much bigger than it does right now. But, yeah, very exciting. Now they are. Remember when you couldn't see the players that close, but you can now, can't you? Right, we are 2-1 down, of course. So a win is a must, and then doing it with style, well, that's important too. We've been really good this year. The team that we've selected for the game, I didn't go through it, actually. Luke Shaw, Al Reguloni, and everyone else is pretty much the same as you would expect. 20 minutes in, we're yet to register a shot on target. I'm going to change Mason Mount's role. This has been the player that I've done the most with, and with Bruno Fernandes getting playmaking. So we sort of force the ball to him a little bit more, but hopefully it allows us to at least create a chance. So let's see if that is what happens. We need to try and disrupt Liverpool a little bit more. We've had a shot, so it worked as far as I'm concerned. But the time in this first half is ticking away very quickly. We'll be into the game after this very quickly if it goes on like this. We are nearly at half time. We've seen absolutely no highlights. You've been with me for all of it. And there we are, still 0-0. So some work to do. In terms of how the game's going, it's actually just been really base set. There's nothing really to speak of. It's like we're starting the game all over again. Performance-wise, Højlund's having a difficult time. He could be a pressing forward, and against a team like Liverpool, trying to hurry them a little bit might be the way. So we're going to do it. We're going to get Bruno back as the attack midfielder as well, pushed on as much as possible. I might make Rashford a little less attacking, actually. So have Bruno push forward, then have Rashford drop a little bit, just to get him on the ball a little more. That's what we're going to try and do here. And actually, I want to go a little bit more direct with the passing. Not a lot more direct, but a little bit more direct. I don't mind, really. If Liverpool commit their fullbacks especially, then we can get them behind a little bit. They're playing inverted on both sides, so there should be some space for us to attack, and that is actually where I expect the goals to come from. Obviously, defensively, it's quite interesting as Luis Diaz picks up on that side. Back to Andy Robertson, back to Luis Diaz, and Wan-Bissaka is going to find this difficult. Runners from midfield as well. If they can switch it out, they can. Jota, he's got quite a lot to do from there, though. If he scores, that is heartbreaking. It deflects viciously. I think off Reguloni, we'll have to double check. It might have been Maguire. That is not the way to concede a goal. But what a goal to concede it is. As the ball's played into Darwin Núñez, you can see, suppose you can see it's so obvious, isn't it? Jota, from there, he's got a lot to do. He's not that far. He's quite far out, I should say. It hits the legs of Harry Maguire. Of course it does. And rattles in past Onana. It's 1-0 Liverpool. And now we've got to score 2. We'll go straight to positive again, trying up the tempo and everything like that. I'll push a little further forward, try and make things happen. Mason Mount is still in that ball-winning role. We might have to change that up as well. As Bruno Fernandes now does some of the work himself. Rashford, though, picks up the loose ball. Back to Bruno. Great angle to have a shot, maybe. And wow, Alisson has made a cock-up of that. Bruno scores, and suddenly we're back to where we were. We've got 40 minutes to go. We need a couple of goals. Alisson could have done way more here. I mean, Joe Gomez, it's not great from him. Rashford does really well to just find Bruno. And then the shot from Bruno is really good. But yeah, Alisson Becker should be doing way better than that. I mean, is it Vardy time? I've brought him off the bench a few times recently and he's done all right. So this might be one of those games where we look to bring him on. We're going to change Mason Mount's role up again, though. Get him probably, I might have 2 central midfielders on attack here. I'm going to go for it a little bit. I want to try and overload where Enzo is, give Van Dijk and Canate as much of a headache as possible, and basically just allow Casemiro to do everything else. They've brought Thiago on as well, so they're definitely trying to slow things down a bit, you'd expect. Do we start to push on? Fullback-wise, we're going to just start going for this, I think. Keep Rashford further forward as well. Again, we're at home. Keep the pressure on. We're not going to focus play through the middle so much. We're going to try and use those wide boys as much as we can. Did I just cancel all the changes? No, I think we're good. Do I make a substitution? I thought, well, Hutchinson's now got an injury. Jamie Vardy time. Can he rescue this? No, because he's injured. Oh, my God. Okay, never mind then. Oh, God. Right, Sancho's coming on for Anthony, and then Martial, of all people. Anthony Martial, can he do it again? Full of Manchester United against Liverpool at Old Trafford. I don't have good memories of that, obviously, but we'll see if that happens. Time is ticking away here, by the way, so quickly, and we just can't make anything happen. I'm trying everything. We're throwing the kitchen sink time. Right, at this point, we just need a goal. I kind of want to bring Garnacho on, but I feel like that would be foolish. But I'm going to do it because we just need the goal now. Rashford's going up there as a striker as well. Garnacho's come on as the inside forward. Let's see, can there be final 5 minutes or so? Well, we've done all those changes. We immediately have a highlight as that has got to be, that is Lee territory. Take me back to, was it Thames? I'm pretty sure it was Thames. I don't know what's happened there with Wan-Bissaka. He's doing one job, everyone else is doing something different. We put him on attack duty, he's just gone for it. That's I'll do that with the ball, preferably. We've now got a real chance for them in the same position they scored before. It nearly happened all over again, and it's tipped over. 5 minutes of added time. It can still happen. Liverpool, though, on the corner. We will obviously look to break from this if we can. So Bosler's going to put it in. Dominic from all those years ago. Is he going to find the head of a Liverpool attacker? He is. Oh my, it's not cleared. It's just about cleared. Maguire got his head to it. That was very, very close. We've got 3 minutes to go. Maguire up front. I mean, what's the worst that can happen now? Varane's back. He's covering. Everyone else is forward. Is there going to be one last moment? Well, there is. It's a Liverpool free kick. We've got to try and do... Oh, we can't... All the highlights have been theirs. We've got one chance to lift this forward towards Maguire. Oh, my word. To keep us in the game. This is the last highlight. Ball's played in. It's going to be cleared away. Not very well. Garnacho's there. Loads of players in the middle to keep us in the competition as a corner. It's a corner. Right, hang on. It's a corner on this side. Keep us going up. Right, set pieces. Attack. What side is this technically? This is the left. This is that side. Whatever this side is. Right, I don't know. This is fine, isn't it? Wait, can I put the goalkeeper up? Wait, can I no longer put the goalkeeper up? Have they made it so you can't put the goalkeeper up anymore? Am I stupid? I can't see the goalkeeper. There's no goalkeeper option. I can't send him forward. All right, well, everyone's forward. Whatever. Get them up there. Here we go. Hopefully me changing it hasn't now ruined the corner. Okay, to be played in by Bruno Fernandes to keep us in the competition. We're going to look for Harry Maguire. We always do. Will we go to extra time here? It is potentially the worst possible. It's over. All that for that. And all I've really found out there is, one, I'm out of Europe. 2, you can't put the goalkeeper up anymore, which was my favourite thing to do. That's devastating, actually. That's hurt me more than I thought it would. Anyway, Hojin's out injured, so Martial's going to start the next game. Or we put Rashford up front, that's probably more likely. And we can't play Reguilon. Oh, God, this is a disaster at left-back. Where's Malacia? Is he fit again? Oh, God. All right, there's a reason we did that game, because next up, we have top-of-the-table Tottenham. If we don't win this one, the whole season's done. I really do like to kill off a season in one episode. This is one of my favourite things to do. We're out. Okay, well, the Champions League is still very possible. And to be honest, the only perk to winning the Europa League is to do that. I'm going to really try and encourage the fact that we're going to win this title. It's still very much on if we beat Tottenham. I don't know if our game in hand is against Tottenham. I don't think it is. No, because they've not got a game in hand, so it can't be. We will, of course, conclude the season this week. If you enjoyed the series so far, again, do drop likes on the videos. It's obviously very helpful to me and obviously the people finding these videos. It's launch day today as well, so... Raw. If you didn't use my code, it's too late now. You can still use it for a discount. It's just a different discount. Right, Harry Maguire is injured, so Martinez is going to play. I don't normally play him, and it means that Johnny Evans is going to get a shot on the bench, which is as closest to the team I want him to get. The team's fit to go, though. Sancho comes down on that left-hand side. Everything else remains pretty much the same, and this is obviously a huge match. No Harry Kane, no problem for Tottenham. They've been fantastic. Let's see, though, can we get the best of them against Ange's boys? We are about to find out. The Tottenham team then very much in form as things stand. It's going to be tough. Can we beat Lindelof? Of course, we sold him. He's one of the only bits of transfer business we did this season. So it's just quite nice to see him, to remind me that it wasn't a total waste of time. Also, I've just realised my hood is slightly up. That's got to be affecting things. All right, away from home. But again, we are crumbling a little bit at the back end of the season. I'm disappointed to see it happen because of how well we've played. But this is now a big moment for us. Beat them. In fact, let's remove the visualizer on this side so you can see the league table, just so you can see the way in which it's going so far. We'll have a couple of games in hand on Tottenham, actually, when it comes down to this. So if we beat them, they're going to feel like they've got a chance at doing something. Chelsea, way off it now. Liverpool ain't going to do it. Newcastle have been way off it as well, to be fair. And that is the same half we had in the Europa League. Nothing. I kind of want to go positive, but I don't really. The pressure's on them, I think, as the home side to do a little more. I'm not going to overlap, actually. I'm going to be a little bit more patient with it. I second-guessed myself a bit there. All right, we at least have a highlight. Kulusevski's gone off for them. They've bought on the Celso, which I'm not sure I'd consider a straight swap. So it's curious to see what they're going to do in their second half. You wouldn't put him out on the wing where Kulusevski would normally operate, I would assume. But Maddison's come out here instead, actually. So they've changed up the middle. Maybe it was an injury. Maybe he just wasn't quite fully fit. As obviously Maddison, one of the danger men to look out for. Lindelof, less so. But here's Bentancur as they are just keeping it very, very nicely. A little bit of build-up play for them. Wow, Richarlison, what a run that is. Onana's come rushing out. I mean, for sake. I mean, what's he doing there? I guess he felt he had to commit, but I was surprised, viewers. I won't lie. The ball here, I don't really understand. Davis has played it through. I mean, I'll be honest, at the point the ball's played through, Onana's not even a question. And then suddenly, there he is. It hits Martinez. Now I feel like Erik ten Hag. Now I know what it's like. It was also false, by the way, and this is huge for Tottenham. Tottenham beat me here, and they've basically won the league. I feel like we have to go two strikers again. Or maybe we just move Mount forward. Actually, no, we don't do that, do we? We'll move Fernandes forward. We'll go to something a bit more traditionally 4-2-3-1 and see what happens. Shallow striker right up behind Rashford, who is playing strikers today. But again, I haven't played him there all year. He's been out wide, and we've seen absolutely nothing from anyone, really. I mean, Sancho's having a really poor time as well. Garnacho's going to come on for him on that side. Van der Beek's going to come on in the centre as well. Maybe it's... In fact, no. Scott McTominay's been a god this year. Get him in. Get him on and in, whatever that was. Right, here we are then. 25 minutes to go. Can something happen? We'll go attacking. We're going to really push for it now. This is one of those situations where we either concede or score, and I'll take a highlight, to be honest. We're seeing absolutely nothing. Are you joking? All right, overlap if we need to, pass into space, look to break if we can, play a little bit more narrow, lower the tempo, but we'll go more direct with our passing, and let's see if we can find something that actually makes this work. We're seeing nothing. This has been two of the most drab performances I've ever seen. Right, before Martinez is not tall, but imagine he scores a header, that'd be amazing. And my thought process is here, viewers, that regardless of what happens, I've got no centre-backs now. We've got 3 minutes to go, surely a highlight. I am the Manchester United manager, aren't I? I really am. We were in a title race, and we have managed somehow there, with the worst performance of all time, to no longer be in a title race. Tottenham's bottle is going to have to be completely dropped here, and we're going to have to win every game from here. We need 15 points from the next 5 games to give ourselves any chance, right? It'll put us on 87 points, and we have to hope that Tottenham don't get 7 points from their last 4 games. How is their running looking? They play Liverpool, Arsenal, Everton and Villa. It could happen. The problem is we play Arsenal next. Everton, Luton, Chelsea in there as well. Brighton, our running is not kind. And look at the state of this. This was so good. This period here. Tell you what, December was bloody great. And now, April is a disaster. Right, we'll come back tomorrow for the final couple of games. It'll probably be Chelsea, Brighton. If it's still alive, fantastic. If not, we'll begin to discuss our plans for next season as this rumbles on. I will be doing a bigger sort of main save at some point where I start in the lower leagues of England. I'm sure you've never seen a save like that before, but those ones that I've done have always been pretty good. So I'll see you for that soon. But Manchester United, we're back tomorrow for a little bit more. Take care, everybody. Bye. Damn it. At least we got to listen to the Europa League song. That was good.